Well, I knew it was going to be a learning process, but I had no idea about Good morning. The biggest lie I ever tell myself is I will remember to get gas in the morning. It's also 28 degrees outside. Oh my gosh. Let's go to school. We are here. We are here. We are here. Who came along? Played any song. So turn it up. Don't ever stop. It's how you do the things you do. And I don't mind. Just take your time. I'll let you do the things you do. The things you tingling down my spine whenever you're around, boy.
Do parking passes need to be updated every year?
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is the Friday before classes begin for the spring 2024 semester. As I'm sure you've seen in the last few vlogs, I am jumping back into the world of classroom teaching, and today I had my final meetings on campus with the head of my department, HR, campus police, Office of Student Affairs. I had a lot of just small loose ends that needed cleaned up, finished, concluded, and confirmed before Monday. I did, as you've probably seen in some clips in the beginning of this vlog, I did get to see my office. I took many pictures, video. I am hoping to have my official office key by Monday. I already have access to get into the building, but my actual individual key is still not with me. But I do hope once I have that, I can decorate, personalize, and style my individual teaching space. But you guys, welcome to this video. Hope you're all doing well. It is really hitting me now that a new chapter's beginning. We're trying something new. And I know you've heard me say this on Instagram and other videos, but it does feel kind of surreal after online teaching for 3 years. It kind of feels like it's March of 2020. Like if I had just gone from K-12 teaching to college teaching. It's weird, I don't know how to explain it, but I had asked you guys earlier on Instagram if you had any questions or things, and I wanted to do a quick Q&A. You've also seen the title of this video. I do want to explain that. That is definitely something I learned in my meetings today. We covered the semester, when spring break is, finals, exams, everything, and payroll and the schedule of when to get paid was covered today as well. I am surprised. I mean, if you've seen the title, you know that there is no payment in the month of January. So we'll get into that. I want to answer some of your questions and explain how that all works. Really quick, if you guys are new here, my name is Kristen, and I am now a former online teacher who is now transitioning back into the world of classroom teaching. You guys have heard me say that I'm a former classroom teacher turned online educator, which is still true, but now we are mixing in a little college flair, I guess is what I'm going to call it. But I want to jump in, answer some of your questions, and then talk about how payroll works and why it works the way it does. I'm gonna go jump over to Instagram. If there are any questions that you wanted to be answered that I don't cover today, let me know down below in the comment section. Give this video a huge thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to get more updates on this and many journeys happening here in 2024. First question, did you think you'd return to teaching in person? I knew it was a possibility. I didn't have any plans, or I wasn't really pursuing anything when this all happened. If you want to know the entire story of how this opportunity came to be and how it all happened, I will link the announcement video up above in the cards. That way you have an idea of what's going on, how this happened. But to answer this question, did I think I'd return to teaching in person? Honestly, no, but I wouldn't rule it out if I found the right fit. How many days a week are you going to teach at the college level and how many classes? I am going to be teaching 4 days a week. I am covering 13 individual class sections, and they are all divided between Monday through Thursday teaching. That could change in the future, but I literally did just sit down in a coffee shop, confirm via email with my boss, the head of the department, and make sure that I was able to get all of the classes on the calendar as needed. Oh, here's a good one. What are you most nervous about? I am most nervous about the transition that is to be expected when you were previously teaching K through 12 and now you're teaching college. Like, I would teach my kindergartners and we would, sing songs and, hey friends. I'm not going to obviously treat a 20-year-old college student the same way I would teach, a K through 5 or a middle school student. Also, expectations are going to be different. It's just going to be a different world. And if I've not mentioned this before, I have taught at the college level, but it was when I was in my master's program. I was a TA and I did private applied voice lessons for the college. Are you excited to go back? Congrats, so proud of you. Oh, thank you. I am excited to go back. I think more than I realized. I walked through some of the classrooms today and I put this reel on my Instagram and it just felt surreal. I stood in front of these rows of seats in this lecture hall and it made me really nostalgic. It made me miss classroom teaching in general, and I'm also sleeping so incredibly poorly this week, and I didn't know why at the beginning. I think it's because I'm a ball of nerves and excitement at the same time. But yes, I am excited to go back. I'm excited for a different challenge. I'm excited for really all that this entails. This question is so random, and I'm gonna answer it. What's your husband's name? My husband's name is Christopher. Actually, I've done YouTube long enough. If you want to see clips of us getting engaged, or getting married, or going on our honeymoon, they are all available on YouTube. If not this channel, my old channel has all of them. Next question. Watching your goals video from 2023, did keeping your schedule the same work last year? For example, only offering flex classes on certain days of the week and not changing. Yes, that actually did help. And if I'm being really honest, my flex classes last weekend and this upcoming weekend are sold out. I will still get parents who think that flex means a specific time. So every once in a while, I'll get like a parent who doesn't understand. But for the most part, I have seen great results in keeping a consistent flex schedule. And you guys, I am still OutSchool teaching. So if you guys have questions or you want to see, updated OutSchool videos or how I'm balancing college in person with online classes, let me know down below. I would love to do that. I almost said I would love to teach that, but I would love to cover that. How was TPT in 2023? By the time you see this video, I think I will have my income report. I think I'm just going to do a full report and I will link that video up above in the cards. We'll cover all of that. I don't know anything off the top of my head. But I know in terms of numbers, we were somewhere in the ballpark of like 150% better in 2023 than in 2022. And of course, I got my best idea for a brilliant product line right when I don't have the time to work on it. But I wrote everything down in my Notion notes, so when the time comes, like spring break or something, I can work on that. All right, other questions. Let's do one more, then we'll talk about the payroll situation. Which is your favorite cat? That question's hilarious. You did not know I have 2 cats. I have Desiree, she's my black cat, and Charlotte. I do not have a favorite cat, but I know the cats have favorite humans. The black cat favors my husband, and Charlotte, the white cat, favors me. All right, let's take a break. I've got a few other questions here in the Q&A, but I do want to talk about payroll and why I am not getting paid this month. Now, this is something that once I got the information, it made sense, but the conversation started with, you will not be receiving a paycheck in January. To which, I was just staying calm. I was in my department head's office, just getting the information. But if you have gone to college, you know that as a student, you have a deadline to enroll for classes, and then you have a deadline to either withdraw or change your schedule. So classes are going to start Monday, January 8th, and students have, I think, 2 weeks to change or withdraw from their schedule and their classes. Once that's done, they, I believe, are locked in. They cannot get refunded. But if a student signed up for a certain class and had to withdraw or leave for any reason, if they do it within the first 2 weeks, they get reimbursed. Sometimes it's 100%, sometimes it's 50. I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know because of that policy in college, and at least the one I'm working at and the ones I attended, students have a certain deadline that they can change or withdraw from classes in their schedule. And when it goes to payroll, they obviously don't want to pay you for a class and then say, hey, Kristen, student A dropped out, gonna need that money back. That actually happens on OutSchool sometimes, and it's just, it's not annoying, but it is something you have to deal with and go in and handle. So we will start getting paid the first week of February. So classes start on the 8th, like I mentioned. They have 2 weeks to withdraw or change their schedules, and then after that, they are locked in. We are 1 week delayed on the payroll, so by the time everything's locked in and a week goes by, we are in the month of February. But it was a little bit jarring to hear that, but I'm obviously still teaching on OutSchool. I still have some TPT income, and I do have an emergency fund. If I have to pull from it in the month of January, it's not a big deal. Nobody asked this in the Q&A, but I did consider doing no by January again, or like a no by month or a low by month. I don't think I'm going to do that, but when I did hear that I was not getting paid, I truly thought about doing that. Let's wrap up a few other questions. Are you quitting online teaching? I talked about this earlier. I am not quitting, but I am cutting back. In an ideal world, I would like to take on more students in the college criteria. Right now, I am teaching 13 hours a week. I would love to bump that up, but for now, I'm very happy with it. That way I can balance online and college as I'm still learning the college process and procedures. But in the future, I would like to cut that down. But to answer this question, no, I am not currently quitting online teaching. I am just lowering my hours. For example, on Mondays, the students that I teach on campus, they have other classes between 9 and 11:30 a.m. I am planning on teaching online 8 to 11 and then commuting over for the afternoon. And not all days will look like that, but for now, as I'm balancing online and in person, that's how it will be. This was a random question, but I like it. What happened to your IG game? If you guys know, I used to post on Instagram every single day in stories, and I would have pictures and video. I was just very, very active on that platform. And I think there was just a shift on Instagram, along with the realization that I needed to focus on things that were bringing me in revenue. And Instagram has never by itself brought in revenue. Do I have links to my Amazon storefront, YouTube videos, mailing list products? Of course I do. But I had to really focus and prioritize my time on things that did bring in consistent amounts of money. And when I started taking things on, like a second YouTube channel and my Teachers Pay Teacher store, like something had to give. That is something I really do struggle with, is realizing I don't have unlimited time in the day. I have to cut some things out, and that was one of the things that got cut out. But I am hoping to post more as I'm starting this chapter, not even for money, but more for like memories, documenting the journey. I love going into my Instagram story archives and seeing what I was doing in 2018, 2019. I think that is so cool. It was such a nice feature that Instagram added. But let me check. I think I've got all the questions answered. We covered the cat, quitting teaching. Nope, that is it, you guys. We have covered it. But final remarks, I start teaching in 72 hours. That is my husband calling me, and you know what? I'm gonna have him finish this video. Hey, guess what? You called, and I was finishing a YouTube video. I was doing a Q&A, and I had 2 questions that, well, one absolutely pertained to you, and the other one could pertain to you. Can I ask them on the record? He hung up! He hung up the phone. Divorce. Just kidding. Just kidding. Should we call him back? We should call him back.
Smash that like button and that subscribe button.
Hey, I had a question in the Q&A. Let me look. Somebody asked, what's my husband's name? That was a question I got in a Q&A about going back to teaching in the classroom. It literally just says,
I'm trying to get answers out of you for security questions.
oh, is that what that was? Well, maybe this one is also a security question. Somebody asked, which is your favorite cat?
Did you answer it?
I said I don't have a favorite cat, but the cats have favorite humans. You guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna let Chris Rusin do the outro. I will see you guys in a future video. Thank you guys so much. Chris Rusin, finish the video.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hashtag girlboss, hashtag girl entrepreneur. Make sure you smash that like button and slam that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you tune in for the next one. It's gonna be epic.
Wow. You heard it here first. Guys, have a great week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.